Hello, how are you? Here I am in my classroom. It is about 5 o'clock. I just finished planning for my lessons tomorrow and I have a few minutes and I wanted to just talk a little bit about my students and some of the strategies that I use and some of the things that I enjoy and some of the things that I dislike about teaching. Well, let me tell you that I started teaching about 18 years ago. I'm 49 years old. So for the first 10 years of my career or my adult life, I did not teach. I was a restaurant manager. I went to school, to community college, for about 5 years, and I took many classes. But I could not make up my mind as to what I wanted to do. I took law classes, art classes, history classes, nutrition classes, nursing classes, all sorts of classes, and I enjoyed all of them. But finally, my father said, "Hey, you're going to have to do something about this. You have been going to school for a long time and you haven't become anything." So I said, "Well, let me just get my AA, let me apply for it." So I applied for it. I had 160 credits, but I was missing one PE credit. So I took my tennis, got my AA, left school, went to work for a restaurant, became a restaurant manager. And after 10 years, I said I had enough of feeding people, though it was a very noble and great work. But I decided to go into teaching. Well, I didn't really decide to go into teaching, but my friend, who is a principal, said, "Hey, Renee, I think you need to be a teacher." And I said, "Yeah, I think so." So I did. I became a teacher. And one of the best decisions I've ever made. I enjoy every minute of it. Even when I don't enjoy it, I enjoy it. So I work in a school that is considered to be an inner city school. And I am here by chance because when I moved to this state, I applied in the school and I didn't really know. I had always taught at regular schools. Not that this is not a regular school, but those of you that don't know inner city, it is it's a different type of population with different challenges and and different rewards as well. So the first 5 months that I worked in an inner city school, I seriously thought that I had lost my touch as a teacher. I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I could do it. It was just incredible. I could not connect with the students. I couldn't connect. I couldn't really reach them with my lessons or with my words, with my actions. I could not reach them. They were not. I couldn't motivate them. I couldn't. I didn't know what to do, and it was frustrating. And I talked to teachers, and the teacher across the hall was super encouraging, and she was an amazing teacher and gave me some tips, but I just couldn't do it. So I wonder how many teachers have gone through that. How do I motivate my students? How do I reach them? How do I empower them? How do I encourage them when they seem like they don't want anything to do with you? And it was a challenge. Oh my goodness. I remember thinking, I might just have to change careers. I might have to change careers. It never crossed my mind because I always thought, I'm a teacher. I'm a natural born teacher. This is what I was born to do. But it was one of the most difficult things. So you hear the vacuum, the cleaning the hallways right now. So I asked a lot of questions. I asked, what do I do? What do you guys do? And I didn't really get any clear answers. I guess you never get clear answers. You have to experience, go through the whole thing, and see how you can, at first, survive, and then later on, make it, and later on, just thrive. So one thing that I learned that first year was that inner city kids are definitely very, very difficult to motivate, but they can be motivated. They can. They can. Trust me. They can be motivated. It takes more work. It takes more planning. It takes more frustration, but they can. And isn't our job to motivate kids? Because we can't teach children who are not motivated. So they can. I think I'm going to share that later, but I'll do one thing today. And the biggest thing that I could do was that year, I called every single parent. And do you know that those parents responded well? I guess I thought, well, these parents don't care. Most of them did. And so the one thing that really, really helped was to just call parents. I did not complain. I wanted to, but I didn't complain. I only talked to them. I said, my name is Renee. I'm your student's teacher. I just want to let you know that this is my number. If you need to contact me, you can. If you have any questions, any suggestions, any comments, you can. And 95% of the parents were on board. So that was the number one thing that I was able to do that first year. That was pretty much the only thing I was able to do that first year. But I'm telling you, don't be afraid to give out your number. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And do not be afraid to call parents. And call them a couple of times before you complain. Just call them. Even if you feel like you need to, don't. Call them. Make yourself available. Invite them to be part of your classroom. Invite them, even if they don't come to the classroom, they can be part of your classroom by encouraging the kids at home. And that is my number one secret. Well, it's not really a secret because many, many, many teachers do that. But it is my number one strategy to motivate kids in an inner city school. And I'm going to have to stop because the janitor is coming to my classroom and she will have no mercy. She will vacuum my classroom. Thank you.